Hello everybody, and welcome back. It's me, ChipZ, and welcome back to ChipZ Ahoy. It's the show that we do when there's a One Piece chapter. We read it live. Me, I'm going to be reading it for the first time. You, maybe so, maybe not, hopefully not. It's probably not the 100% best to do your reading alongside me, but if you want, go for it. So essentially we're going to be reading chapter 1074 today. Chapter 1074, Mach 3, or Mark 3, but we know what Oda meant. He's a little English impaired. We understand. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We forgive you for that. But yeah, we're going to be doing One Piece chapter 1074, Mark 3. Should be interesting. The last two chapters, we were on break last week. The two chapters that we got, well, we did our initial read-through on this Twitch channel of 1072 and 1073 2 weeks ago. And it was awesome. Like, such interesting turn of events. Stussy basically coming out as, like, the baddest bitch in all of One Piece was, like, the craziest thing I could have ever imagined. She was already bad as fuck, you know, love her aesthetic, love her design. But her coming out and being like, you know what? Not only was I gonna double cross the mob dealers in Whole Cake Island with my Shigun, showing that I'm a member of CP0, I'm gonna double cross everybody. I'm gonna double cross everyone. She is the ultimate triple cross. Nate, eat your heart out. One Piece is smart enough. Oda is smart enough to do a triple cross, damn it, in One Piece, and he's willing to do it. I know you got salty with the whole pudding thing back in the day, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Oda is evolving. Just like me as I evolve into reading this chapter. No, there's no evolution going on here. Or maybe there is with the lineage factor that we all know and love. From our favorite series, One Piece. One Piece chapter 1074, Mach 3. Here we go. Heyo, so we got the boys. We got the Beatles. these are the other three members of the Beatles. Fucking John Lennon is a big head man. It's Vegapunk, and these guys are like we got Ringo, we got Paul over here with the dinky haircut. We got I forget the fourth Beatles name. Oh god, I'm gonna get crucified for that. But whatever, it is what it is, boys. All right. So funnily enough, we got the three shittier members of the boy band over here, and they clearly some time has passed because they are looking older. Their designs are looking more familiar because they're no longer, you know, fresh-faced youngsters like they were in the last couple chapters as we first met them. Queen is looking fat, so he's clearly drowning his sorrows in chicken nuggies, as you would expect him to do. Very good of you, Queen. Very good of you. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Fast food has only done wonders for you. I appreciate you. Queen is the best one of these guys. He's just the funniest. He's got the most personality. I don't even dislike Caesar and Judge. I like them fine, but yeah, he's definitely the coolest, and also probably the most proficient because he made Caesar did fart gas. He created, you know, he created fart clouds. Nauseous, you know, his power is the fart, is the boof. And then we got Judge over here who made clones. That was kind of his claim to fame. But he also altered the DNA of his children to work kind of similarly to devil fruits. And have, like, iron skin and shit. And could fly and whatnot. And could fuse with, like, mecha technology type of shit. And then we got Queen, who didn't have farts. Well, he probably did have farts. Look at this guy. But yeah, I'm sure he's had a few farts in his day. But, like, what I'm trying to say is that we got, you know, Queen, like, showed in his fight with Sanji that he kind of eclipsed both of these guys, right? Like, Queen had the plagues that he would, like, shoot with gas, and they were even arguably more effective than Caesar's stuff ever was. And he also could mimic all of Judge's technology except for the cloning. The cloning, I guess, is the thing that Judge had in the bag compared to these other guys, but like, and I guess he also is like he creates cool weapons, like his the raid suits the fucking, he creates weapons of war and he's good at it. He's very good at it. That's true. That's true. So Judge does have some talents that is unique to him that Queen can't replicate, but he did replicate all the lineage factor shit that his sons could do, or like created all the Germa powers, at least from the comic book. He was able to just recreate that within himself. So he used himself as a test subject and was basically able to recreate all of their powers, which is fucking insane. So Queen really is the MVP of this kind of like loser trio that we got right here. And we got 3 men endlessly scrapping to be number 2. Always in Vegapunk's shadow. I mean, how could you not be? Look at that head, boy. Look at that top. All right. Moving on to the chapter proper. Fabrio Stratum, Egghead. A figure blocks their way. You're meant to be with the Marines, right? Why the hell is a government weapon getting in our way? Whoa, whoa. Whoa, is he on Egghead now? No, this is a different one. This is one of the PX. This is one of the Kuma clones, the pacifistas. Why the hell is the government getting in our way? You'll pay for hurting our men. So they're trying to fire at Kuma. But this Kuma can do like a weird, like, it doesn't look exactly like the Pawpaw fruit, but it does look fairly similar. You know, he does something where he forms a thing out of a thing on his hand. It doesn't look like it's exactly the Pawpaw fruit, but it could be. Which is interesting, because last time we saw these Pacifista, they did not have the Pawpaw fruit. They could not replicate Kuma's Devil Fruit abilities, just like his strength and stature and like his cyborg abilities and whatnot. So this one creates a bubble out of his hand. Almost looks like a fucking ghost. It reminds me of like a humanity sprite from Dark Souls, but it's just white instead of black. And then he just spreads out like a weird bubble thing. So maybe it's like what he did in, what's it called? In Thriller Bark, where he like compressed the air. So maybe that's what he's doing right now. He's compressing the air and blocking it by like kind of creating like an air pressure flow thing right in front of this guy. That could be Kuma's powers. Also, I like the fit of this kind of SS officer Kuma. That makes it sound weird. He just looks badass with like the fucking circular glasses. You know, I feel you, dude. A man after my own heart. And then also like, you know, Kuma's always looked kind of like hard with that chin, that fucking Chad jawline and the cool hair and whatnot, and how fucking, you know, how much of an absolute unit he is, looking like built like a fucking fridge. But yeah, he still is kind of like elegant in his movements and his attacks and stuff, and his fit's looking better than ever in that pick. So wow. So he not only blocked the cannon, the bazooka that this guy shot at him, this government official shot, but he also like kind of relayed it back at them almost like he was using like a form of Luffy's rubber power. He just like ricocheted it back towards the group. Damn. It's a bubble shield. The ultimate defense invented by Vegapunk. Oh, bubble shield. So he used, dude, Saboti Archipelago, man. It really does feel like this arc is a continuation of Saboti Archipelago, or it's like essentially, it feels like almost like a direct sequel to the Saboti Archipelago arc, even though like obviously it's much later in the series, but it feels like thematically and also like there's so many things that are like seem relevant between those two. Like we're getting Kuma stuff, which is something we haven't really seen much of him since Saboti Archipelago. Like we're getting stuff with Kizaru, which is also crazy. Like we just finished like the most, you know, trying arc to date with Wano, and now we're getting all this stuff that feels like, it makes me feel like something bad is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like in Saboti Archipelago, no one really expected the Straw Hats to get split up in that way. Like that was a really unexpected thing when it came out. And I just remember how nuts it was when that happened. People were like, what the fuck? I feel like something as, maybe not quite as crazy as Saboti Archipelago with the group just getting split up, but I feel like Bonnie's gonna like kidnap maybe the Stella body, and then they're gonna have to like chase her to get him back or something. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe Kizaru will intercept or something. Who knows? It could all go very wrong very quickly. But even just the bubble, the reason I bring it up is because the bubble magic here, I'm sure, is something that they gained from studying Sabaody. But wow, that's some interesting lore. I love that. Very cool stuff. It's a bubble shield, the ultimate defense invented by Dr. Vegapunk. This must be Mach 3 Pacifista. PX Mach 3 41. Wow. So like the different Machs are like the different versions. Like this is a later version that is just way stronger than like the ones that Luffy bodied back in what's it called? Return to Subodi. So yeah, that's crazy. Like the beginning of the New World. This must be a Mark III Pacifista. It's far more advanced than the prototypes used in the Summit War. Yeah, because Boa just wiped out all of those things. These things already seem like way stronger. Vegapunk could kind of like, if Vegapunk wanted to, I feel like he's smart enough and has like such, like honestly, like he has a mole in like Cypher Pole, which is insane, like absolutely busted, like, you know, 100 IQ play. But he's got the Pacifista, he's got the Seraphim. Why would he necessarily put the, like, I know he was probably ordered to, but like they have a celestial dragon on their way, Mr. Jupiter or whatever his name is, Saturn I believe is what his name is, and I presume they're sending him there so that he can overwrite the Seraphim commands and get them to like attack Vegapunk or attack the Straw Hats or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that's part of the reason why he's going, but it just seems so bizarre that, like, Vegapunk doesn't have a failsafe for that, or, like, can't overwrite that with, like, a super, you know, protocol that he set in place, or just be like, I created him, why would I listen to you, you know, and not overwrite it, you know? So, whatever it is, like, Vegapunk really does, with the amount of, like, clones and, like, crazy technology he has here, he could like fucking wage. He's basically is like, with all of these guys in his service plus the Seraphim who are like Sanji and Zoro level basically. Like we basically have like a force that could threaten the world government, and I guess that's why they're trying to rein him in. But it just feels like you guys gave him too much run of the place for too long, and like now he's built up like, you know, basically ways to deal with all of your shit. It's like, oh, you're going to send an admiral after me? Well, I have Seraphim. You know, oh, you're going to, you know, send like a bunch of government official, you know, government secret agents after me? Well, I have fucking Kuma clones that are like basically indestructible, nigh indestructible, and like can have like the ultimate defense, that military, like ultimate military grade defense. And attack with those lasers. So it's just like if Vegapunk wanted to, he could have basically like fucking flipped the table a long time ago, and I think he would have been okay. But now that he's joined up with Luffy, now I feel like this is gonna, like, Vegapunk becoming part of Luffy's like crew, kind of, not necessarily like a crew. I see him like more of like a you know, an ally, but that is world changing. Like that is going to make Luffy's bounty skyrocket. It's going to be like the biggest bounty we've ever seen or ever heard of, you know? It's going to be absolutely insane. Because his forces are just so strong. He's such a dangerous dude when he's turned against the government. Resistance is futile. Surrender and proceed with me to Factory B. Everyone, do what it says if you don't want to die. But who's controlling him? Pacifista don't act on their own like this. Initiating capture. Oh, fuck. Sentamaru, my dude. Hell yeah. They rescued his ass. Factory, please, don't move. You'll aggravate your wounds. Huff, huff. Someday off this turned out to be. Oh, it was his day off. Okay. Someday off this turned out to be. Are the Pacifista doing their job? Something's definitely up. Damn, he looks so fucked up. Something's definitely up. The Frontier Dome's sealed. So he's still okay. He's received some first aid from, I guess, the locals, because they know him. And he's like, fuck, man. And I can't even get a hold of Grandpa Vegapunk. Or Vegapunk G. The Frontier Dome's sealed, and I can't even get a hold of Grandpa Vegapunk. You got it. I'll get him off this island no matter what. So Luffy made a promise. Huff, huff. So he's like thinking back to it. He's like, fuck. I didn't want to trust my grandpappy to a pirate. Oh, God. How am I going to ever live this one down? I still can't believe someone as irrelevant as a Rob Lucci folded the guy with the greatest defense in the world with like 2 attacks. Like what? Basically 1 attack, you know? Embarrassing. Like, goddamn, embarrassing. Absolutely throttled by Job Lucci. Man, you suck, Santamaru. Fuck you. It's unsettling. The Navy's still trying to reach me. They don't realize I'm already a rebel? Guess I can just do whatever I want now. Guess I can just do... Okay. It's unsettling. The Navy's still trying to reach me, so they're trying to buzz him, but he's just not answering. He's leaving them on red. He's, you know, letting them leave a message. I'll take a message. Just take a message. They don't realize I'm already a rebel. So he's actually on our side, huh? So was he... Wait, does this mean he was part of the revolutionaries? Or is he just... He's just saying, like, I've decided to stay loyal to my grandpappy. Which is weird, because isn't his uncle is Kizaru. So, like, when is that going to come into play? Like, I know Kizaru's on the way. Man, this really does... I've completely forgot about Sentamaru, but he, like, him being here kind of bolsters the argument that this arc, Egghead, is, like, kind of like a reprise of Sabaody, or it feels like it's, like, trafficking in a lot of the same stuff, which gives me an eerie feeling that something as drastic as splitting the crew up like Kuma did at the end of Sabaody is going to happen here. Like, I don't think it'll be quite that insane, but I imagine something, like, it feels like Oda's building to something big and unexpected and will, like, catch people off guard and, like, make us question, like, what the fuck just happened and what's going to happen next. I feel something like that coming with this arc, but who knows, man? We're not... He could play... I don't know. Like, this is definitely the most interested I've been in, like, a new arc in a while. Like, obviously I loved Whole Cake. That's, like, my favorite arc of the New World, easily. One of my favorite arcs of the series. It's in my top 3. Like, really, it hasn't been since Zoe that I've been like, what the fuck is going to happen? What the fuck is going to happen? Like, it's just like, you have no idea. It's like, it's awesome. I love this feeling. Like, this is great, because so many arcs, like Wano, I knew what was going to happen in Wano pretty much every step of the way. There were a couple curveballs, but the broad strokes, I was like, Luffy's going to beat Kaido, you know, Big Mom is either going to get defeated, or, you know, she'll get defeated in some way, shape, or form, probably, either by Kaido himself, or by, like, Blackbeard, or by somebody else, like Shanks, or somebody. Someone, you know, I knew those guys were going to get beat. I wasn't 100% sure with Big Mom, but I was confident. I knew Kaido was going down. That was the only thing that made sense. And I knew, like, Kinemon and Momo would survive and Momo would get cool moments. Momo exceeded my expectations with how many cool moments he got, but he really, like, you know, I expected those guys to get, like, the cool moments, and they, you know, Oda exceeded my expectations with that in some ways. And, like, I was also figuring that the Supernova would all play a part. Some of them did a great part, you know, but others did not, like, you know, so I was like half right or mostly right. Like, the arc was very similar to, like, a Dressrosa, a Alabasta. It had a lot of similarities to arcs that we've seen. It's Oda's kind of, like, standard shonen battle arc style, you know? That's the kind of format that Wano followed, but then there are arcs that break that format. Like, Whole Cake Island kind of did. For the most part, I would say it did. And, like, what's it called? Fuck. Oh, God. I'm forgetting it. It was just... Sabaody and the whole Paramount War, like, kind of completely, and even Zoe to some degree, like, completely did something different. And we're like, oh, you expect us to do, like, the typical One Piece arc thing? No, we're gonna throw you for a loop and do something wild. That's what this arc feels like. It's setting up to something like that. And it makes me really excited, because those are some of my favorite arcs in the series. Guess I can just do whatever I want now. So he goes ahead. So Sentamaru is activating all the Mach 3s and is like, yo, stand ready to deploy. All 50 Mach 3 units, stand ready to deploy. Straw Hat Luffy will be taking Dr. Vegapunk with him on his ship. Your mission is to see to it that they set sail safely. Damn, they really do have, like... Oh, what if Sentamaru joined I know he's not going to join the crew, like, actually join the crew. But if he joins us, like... Oh my god. Like I was saying... Luffy's bounty is going to go fucking through the roof. It's going to be, like, higher than anyone's bounty ever. Because Vegapunk is, like, the most, like, dangerous man when he's not like, to the world government when he's not working for them.
because he knows all their secrets. He can overwrite all of their technology. You know, he has, like, the firepower to, like, do so much damage and the knowledge of where to point it. Like, this is actually a nuts setup. Now that I'm, like, thinking about it, like, the more I think about it, the more, like, unprecedented this all seems, which is awesome. The Navy might have something up their sleeves. Stand guard at the coast. Stop moving! Let us out! Let us out of here! Something is going to go down on this island soon. No matter what happens, you must ensure your creator escapes. Wow. So he's giving them the commands. Damn. That's crazy. Something is going to go down on this island soon. That's the line that really, like, gives me goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the something is something. We don't know what. He's not like, a battle's going to ensue on this island soon. He's just saying, something big is coming. This is awesome. All right, no matter what happens, you must ensure your creator escapes. But now we have allies. Really, really strong allies. And who knows if their command structure is similar to the ones for the Seraphim, but it might be. Who knows? Labostratum Egghead. What do you mean he's not here? He's got to be in the lab somewhere. Huff, huff. I ran all over the place looking though. So you broke your hover boots from all that running around? Don't snitch, I can't pay them back. Yeah, that would suck if you didn't have insurance on those. Damn. But seriously, where did Apple Gramps go? I couldn't find Bonnie either. Oh, fuck. They might have, like, left the island like I thought. Bonnie's over here. Huh? Everything in the lab is transmitted to this monitor. Huh? So he's like, why did I run around? I love these faces. It reminds me of that comic series Foxtrot. I used to read those growing up. Everything in the lab is transmitted to the monitor. Huh? She never went anywhere. Huh? You could have told me sooner. Damn. Oh. Whoa. Fuck. Good God. We got Brooke looking like an absolute G. Wearing a freaking frog. No, he's wearing the helmet of those guys from Dragon... not Dragon Age. Dragon Hunter. Or like Monster Hunter. He's wearing the Monster Hunter slime helmet. This place is simply marvelous. They have everything. The future is now. So that's Brooke. So we got Brooke looking great. Looking like he's about to be a football linebacker with that helmet. But he also he's like as tall as like a fucking, basketball center. Oh God, we got the Vegapunks. They're all feeling good, hanging out. Dude, this is a party. Look at these guys, man. So Zoro is looking fucking emo as all hell. What you looking at, bro? Like, he's looking like, the classic edgelord meme from Elden Ring, where that guy's like leaning up against the fence. Zoro's looking fucking edgy, bro, with that fit. I thought we were leaving. And then we got the girl. The best girl. Punk Stussy. Punk Stussy. Punky pussy. That's what I really want to say. But you know what I'm saying. Stussy's looking cute. Very demure in your future boots. Where's your Stella body? Did something happen? So I wonder, last time I was thinking like, maybe she was programmed from birth to be like the ultimate secret agent, the ultimate spy. And that could still be true, but I think it's more likely, probably, that she's just like, he was essentially like a father to her. Like, she was the first, like, successful clone they made, and he basically maybe just, like, kind of raised her like a daughter, and that's why she's loyal to him. Like, that very well could be the case, and very likely might be the case. Also, what the fuck? Why is York so huge? I didn't realize she was like a giantess. Wow, Jesus Christ. I thought she was as tall as Nami just stepping on Lucci's balls. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but okay, yes, I have a couple of issues. Just keep calm and listen. For the first, the Stella has disappeared. Second, we've lost control of the Frontier Dome. What? How can that be? hey, your face is as good as new. So this is Luffy, or maybe Brooke. Luffy talking to, what's her name? Punk Atlas. We found some spare parts, said Pythagoras. What? How can that be? So, okay. So that's Stussy who's saying, okay, yeah, that's Stussy. God, so Sanji's simping over the big bitch. Zoro is looking funny and tiny. Nami's stepping on Lucci's crotch. Hilarious. And what's Usopp up to? He's spying, sneaking. Who knows, man? And Frankie being back there just kind of also looking angrily at these guys. Very cool. But damn, I just did not think York was going to be a fucking giantess. As things stand, we're basically trapped on the Labostratum. Seriously? If we tried to leave, the lasers would likely fry us. What? That's stupid. What? How can we leave the island with Vegapunk then? So these guys fucking do the goof face. Hilarious. They do look funny. Chopper especially looks really funny here. Quiet. And the dome... Quiet. Wait, quiet or quiet? Quiet. And the dome is really a secondary concern when you consider your main passenger is missing. We should prioritize finding the Stella first. Quite, not quiet. I'll figure out a way to repair the dome in the meantime. So, this guy, his name's what? Not Stella, because the Stella is the main one. Daft Punk. Daft Punk is gonna fix it. He's on his game. He's on his shit. Of course he is. How are we meant to find him, says Frankie, if he's not showing up on any of your monitors? Guys, it's the year of Frankie. He appeared in a panel in the corner of a 2-page spread. It's a big panel, and he looks great. I like his fucking cyborg from X-Men eye shield. It looks based. I love that. He's looking great, as usual. But yeah, one line, baby. One line. That's my Frankie. Get in there, boy. Get your shine on. How are we meant to find him if he's not showing up on any of your monitors? Well, these displays do normally show the entire lab. Okay, so we actually get a bit of a top-down view. This is kind of cool. I'd be interested to look at that a bit more closely. And he's actually explaining it to Frankie, which is a good sign, hopefully. I'm still hopeful that Frankie might get some shine in this arc, but we'll see. It's been pretty minimal so far. Well, these displays do normally show the entire lab, but that Seraphim rampage just now must have impacted some of the baby monitor snails, or maybe they were just knocked out of position. Okay, that makes sense. Technology does have limitations. He should have some drones flying around, looking at shit, but I guess he's too stupid for that. I'm having our workers and the other satellites search for him. He might have passed out in a blind spot. Shaka, it's Pythagoras. 3rd floor of C Tower seems empty. I see. Then next try. The sooner we find him, the sooner we can set sail. Let's go search. So Nami's doing a little singing. She's walking, looking cute. Looking pretty cute. This is cute. It's a weird... this doesn't... her nose is weird in this picture. I don't know why. But yeah, whatever. The sooner we can set sail, let's go search. For treasure, too. I'll join you, says Brooke. So Brooke and Nami are going to have a little adventure. That's cool. So they're going to look for Vegapunk. They're going to try to find Bonnie. Interesting. Okay. I'll also take a look around. I'm worried. Ooh, Stussy-sama, take me with you, says Sanji. Very horn dog for Stussy. I feel you, bro. I feel you. She is a cutie. I wonder if they'll go on an adventure and if Sanji will get the chance to impress her. She did attend Sanji's wedding. So that would, if Sanji and Stussy were to hook up, that would piss off Pudding a lot. Maybe she knows that Pudding was kidnapped because she has intelligence or information. So maybe she'll leak that to Sanji, and it'll get Sanji thinking with his brain instead of his cock. And then he'll go and save Pudding in a very romantic and dramatic way. And then they'll, have a beautiful kiss under the sunset or something. I wanted to get real romance novel with those guys. Zoro's cucking him. Guess I'll lend a hand. We're looking for a geezer with a sawed-off head, right? Hold up, Mosshead. You're going out to find someone? Oh, so no, he's... Okay, oh, fuck. So what's happening is Zoro wasn't going to go with Stussy. Zoro was going to go off on his own, looking for Vegapunk on his own. And now Sanji, feeling responsible for his, his brony key over here, doesn't want Zoro to get lost, cares about his bro, the true gay lovers that they are. Hold up, Mosshead, you're going out to find someone? But who's gonna find you when you're done? So he's like crying. He's like, bro, are you really gonna like not go with a chaperone so I can go on a date with my cute goth bitch? He's right, Zoro, you stay. Just be a deer and wait, okay? So all three of them are like, bro, just stay put. Don't go anywhere, please. We cannot trust you. This is a pretty funny gag, I gotta say. So Sanji held him back. I see, I get it now. Sanji's like, whoa, 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 you can't go anywhere. But who's going to find you when you're done? So Sanji's literally crying. That's hilarious. He's actually genuinely so worried about his bro Zoro. He's right, Zoro, you stay. Just be a deer and wait, okay? Even Robin's like, bro, fuck you. Man, what damn pain. Well, they're just forming a search party, so I guess they'll be fine. So Zoro, they convinced Zoro to stay behind and hang out with Luffy, which is good because these guys, I imagine, are going to wake up and they might have to fight them again. So it's good that it's these two. We might get a 2v2. That could actually be really interesting. I wouldn't mind that. I'm already kind of tired with like Zoro and Kaku's reintroduction, but if we got a quick 2-on-2, that would be kind of interesting. Anyway, you must have been running all out, huh? Huff, huff, bleh. I always go all out for everything. I can't believe we bumped into these guys again. Oh, that's Zoro saying, I can't believe we bumped into these guys again. So Zoro and Luffy are chatting about this. I'm glad we're getting some Zoro-Luffy time. Like, they're an very underrated duo. They are always funny together, and they complement each other very well. They have a good rapport. And I always love when it's just the two of them. And we don't get it enough. We don't get it enough, to be fair. So Luffy is exceptionally tired just from running around. It makes me think that Gear 5 might have... Like, maybe Oda's trying to, like, subtly introduce some limitations to Gear 5 by just being like, hey, look, you can't, if you use it too much, it's going to make you tired in your day-to-day, and you're going to fucking pass out and become useless. You're going to wear it at your lifespan, which may or may not become important. Who knows? Probably not. Takes me back to Water 7. I wonder how Ice Boss is doing. Oh, they remembered Iceberg. Dude, I wish Frankie were around to think about that with them. Wow, that's really cute. Lab Interior, Paw Room. I thought that said Raw Room, and I was like, bro, Bonnie, he's a child. He's a child. Back off. He's just a kid. Bonnie, don't touch that. Oh, no, it is the Raw Room. Oh, fuck. Not the Raw Room. Bonnie, don't touch that. Shut it. Get out of here. Wow. So she's entering Kuma's memories. The Kuma memories. Because it's the Raw Room. Anyway. Huff. 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 Sob. Sob. Oh, fuck. ... It looks like they're in grass. Like a grassy field. Well, we got Bunny. Butt. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Look a little skinny there, Oda. You could make it a bit more plump, but honestly, I won't complain. It looks good for her build and her figure and her weight. Very cute. Huff. She looks on. Oh, baby Kuma. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my god, poor guy. Wait, so this is the guy who became the king of Sorbet Kingdom? He was just a little guy, like a little meatball? Like a dirty little meatball? Why is he all alone? What's wrong? Hey. Wow, are we about to get Kuma backstory? Whoa, dude, that's awesome. I've been waiting for so long. I've always wanted to know more about Kuma. He's already the best character. Look at how fucking round he is. I love him. Aw, sniff. Wait, Daddy? Come here. We've got you now. Bastard, get your ass back now. If you escape, they'll kill the rest of us. Wait, so he's like a special race, right? Like, Kuma is like... I remember Vegapunk at one point said Kuma's from like a special race, like a very specific race. Or somebody said it. Maybe it was Bonnie. Like a very rare race of people. And I guess maybe it was one of the races that Big Mom didn't have in her crew, because I know she said there's 3 races that were missing, which are obviously Giants, Seraphim, not Seraphim, Lunarians, and maybe the 3rd is Kumas. Who knows? We'll find out, I guess, right now. Wait, Daddy. Wait, Daddy? Come here, we've got you now. Whoa, someone save me. I can't take it anymore. Bastard, get your ass back now. If you escape, they'll kill the rest of us. So are they all slaves? I don't want to go back. I don't ever want to go back there. I don't ever want to go there again, Sob. What good's crying gonna do, damn brat? Go back. Huff, huff. What the? I can't get any closer. Yeah, because they're just memories. Like, this is why Vegapunk didn't want you to see this. Just kill me instead. If I go back, I'll die anyway. Fuck. Damn, he's blubbering. What? So Bonnie, like, this is the first... I guess she's learning stuff about her dad that she just didn't know. She's seeing all the way back. All the way back to the past. And it's tough, man. This is tough. This is an emotional scene. Wow. They start beating him. Stop! Says Bonnie. We got bloody baby Kuma still crying on the ground. He was a slave to the celestial dragons. Wow. It hurts. I'm sorry. Stop it. Help me. It hurts. I'm sorry. Save me. So please stop it. So this is Bonnie's the one who's saying stop it. Damn, bro. This is rough. Fuck. Ah, so she pushes herself out. Because she can't stand to see these memories, man. This is rough. It's rough to, like, see the reality. And it's crazy that the slaves are the one who beat him and captured him for running away. Like, they didn't let him run. They were like, no, you're making it worse for the rest of us. And he begs for them to kill him. Wow, that's some heavy shit, bro. That is some heavy-ass shit. That is rough. Wow. Jesus Christ. Huff, huff, huff. So, Kuma, knuckles bleeding, arms sweaty, or palms are sweaty, arms weak, legs are spaghetti, you know. Mom's spaghetti, you know. I don't know who Bonnie's mom was, but, you know, Kuma is not looking good right now. Huff, huff. Bartholomew Kuma, not Bartolomeo. Bartholomew Kuma is still going. Shoot him down. So they try to suppress him, but they just cannot. And his fingers are bloody, just like Luffy when he crawled up the side of the mountain in Drum Island. Wow. Huff, huff. She is so distraught by this. Bonnie is already such a good character. Oda was like saving the best for last with the supernova. Like, I already like her so much more. I'm already so much more invested in her struggle than I've been for literally anyone in... Literally anyone. Or not literally anyone, but like literally any other supernova or what's it called? Worst generation person. Like, I am already like so invested because it's attached to a character. Like, she is very like identifiable and is having like a very interesting arc, a very like understandable arc that is easy to empathize with. You know, like having a estranged parent who is estranged for clearly a reason, someone that she remembers fondly and like wants to have back in her life, and is like feels hurt and harmed that he was taken from her in the way that in this unfair way that he was, but learning even more about like where he came from and what his circumstances were growing up. It's just too much to bear because this guy Bartholomew Kuma is the most long-suffering character in the series. 100%. There's no doubt about it. He is like the martyr, and it's hard not to like him. It's hard not to root for him because we know that he's a good guy at heart. He's helped the crew so much, more than like maybe any other character in the entire series. You know, he is a real hero. The unsung hero types that like you just that are like true to reality, that just do good things, not to be thanked or recognized, but because there are good things to do, and will even dirty their hands in order to like in order to achieve a greater good. Like this, you know, Bartholomew Kuma is a real G, a real OG, and it's hard not to like fuck with him heavy. It's hard not to appreciate him as a character. And like Oda, I think of like all the character writing I think he's ever done, I think Kuma might be like one of the best, at very least side characters. He like characters who aren't in like the main cast. I think Kuma's gotten some of like the best material, like holistically. He's very, very cool. And by extension, Bonnie being like the person that we are viewing this information through, seeing it through her lens, it hits all the harder. It's really good. It's really impressive. I got to give it a Goda for that one. Goda. I couldn't take it in. I couldn't take it all in. My resolve wasn't strong enough. So she wanted to learn her father's plight, but it was just too much. But if I stay ignorant, I'll never be able to understand. Right, Dad? So is this like somehow part of her mission? She's trying to, like maybe she knew her dad wanted her to see this. Like she knows her dad's, she said so herself, she knows her dad's power as well. She didn't need Vegapunk to like explain it in any like detail. Like it was very clear to her what this was and what she was getting into when she touched it. So she's going to go back in and hopefully we'll get to see more of the backstory. Maybe we won't get to see every detail of his past, but hopefully we'll get to see the stuff that matters. If not through Bonnie traversing the memory herself, maybe in a flashback of Bonnie's later on. I think Oda might play those cards a little bit close to the chest and not reveal them in the next few chapters, but maybe like as we continue the arc and Bonnie becomes like more of an active player, someone that we see more regularly. Wow, they really totaled the place. What's this guy's name again? I forget. Even though they were born here. Stella, where the blazes did you get to? And an explosion comes from behind. This isn't Pythagoras. The small guy was Pythagoras. This is like Edison? No, maybe the small guy's Edison and this is Pythagoras. Yeah, I think that's it. So this is Pythagoras. Ah, so he gets blown the fuck up. So now now we're playing a bit of Clue and someone's taking people out. Wait, we got Big News Morgans in this chapter? Are you serious? WE News and the floating fucking genie lamp that he has with the blimp. I love it, man. It reminds me of like the blimps at like sports games, like on outdoor football games and stuff, where you got like the blimp doing the advertisement and they're also like kind of capturing, you know, occasionally like some cameras stuff from the sky. Very cool, very cool. Cool. Get a load of this. An insane scoop just came in. The world government intends to assassinate the beloved Dr. Vegapunk. So I bet you Stussy's the one who informed him, because we know Stussy and him have a connection. So they've cooperated in the past in Whole Cake Island. So, which was a great collaboration. I really loved that pairing. So maybe it was Stussy who leaked this to the press. They plan to kill the world's greatest genius. It's like Ohara all over again. Dude, it kind of is. It kind of is like Ohara all over again. Hopefully the Straw Hats can prevent a fucking massacre from happening. But they've miscalculated this time. The good doctor is far too popular for this to fly. He's loved as the man that develops energy to light up towns and the world over. I love how like not steampunk, like that's not the right word, but this feels like kind of like it feels like a 1920s-ish type of situation. Where we got like, you know, the news guy being like, extra, read all about it. The world government intends to assassinate the beloved Dr. Vegapunk. They plan to kill the world's greatest genius. It's like Ohara all over again. You know, like it feels like, you know, with his top hat and like kind of like the pomp and circumstance that he has. And like, obviously Stussy is kind of models after like a 20s flapper girl. And like, it just feels like, I don't know, there's something very like, kind of like old school about it, but in like a way that's kind of new school for One Piece, but I'm kind of digging it. I kind of dig the vibe. And Big News Morgans is the best character in all of One Piece. You gotta appreciate seeing my Bird Boy. Bird Boy is what it's all about, dude. He's so good. All right. Fortunately, guess who else happens to be on the scene? This guy. So let's make the headline, Navy skirmish at Egghead. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy takes Vegapunk hostage. I'm sure the government will appreciate that spin. Go collect their contribution. Oh, that's awesome. I love that Big News Morgans isn't just like a typical news source. He is fake news. He spins it. He spins the story. Like literally, like by his own admission and being like, collect the government check. So I guess even though he beat up a government official last time we saw him, he worked things out. Maybe by correspondence he was able to, be like, look, your guy attacked and threatened me. Sorry, but like, you still need me. Big News Morgans is so powerful that he can like make demands from the world government. Maybe like, hey, don't send any more assassins after me to intimidate me. I'm going to print what I want when I want. And he's like, but maybe he's like, all right, for this, for now, I'll cooperate. I'll play by your rules. I just needed to do the Luffy story. We needed to print that page of him laughing. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy takes Vegapunk hostage. I'm sure the government will appreciate that spin. Go collect their contribution. Yes. That's outrageous. Who said that? What? So wait, Wapple and Vivi are with Big News Morgans? What the fuck? What? That's the most random pairing. I mean, I know back during like chapter 1055 or 1056, or maybe it was like 1066. I forget exactly. It was before the Odin flashback. It was during the intermission between Act 2 and Act 3 of Wano. Big News Morgans did get a call from Wapple, but I did not expect Wapple and Vivi to be teamed up, essentially, right? Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Holy shit. I expected her to be captured somewhere, so this is crazy. Luffy-san would never do something like that, so she's defending Luffy. The Economic Journal is such a rag. Fuck yeah, Vivi. Man, Vivi's such a badass. She's the real... Fuck Jinbei. No, I mean, Jinbei's fine. But, like, all those, like, carrot, losers and Yamato heads who want those guys to join the crew, fuck those guys. Vivi's the real OG. She deserves a spot. We don't need any more. The crew, Stonewall Jinbei, the crew is full. The crew is fucking full. She actually borrowed my clothes. I'm never washing them again. Whoa. Oda just straight up drawing some fetish shit into One Piece, or implying some fetish shit. Wow. I mean, she looks great. That is a cute outfit. Hey, keep your voice down. What if there's a wiretap snail around here? The government will erase us, so... That's why these guys decided to join up with Big News Morgans. They're on the move. And I guess they must have seen something during Reverie that made them targets. We already knew Vivi was kind of a target for being part of the Nefertari family, and her dad is most likely dead at this point, or at very least that's what we've been led to believe. That Sabo murdered him, or whatever. And then this guy, who knows what he was involved in, but he's there. Oh, man, you love to see Wapple. I mean, just look at the guy. Look at his fucking weird hippo coat. How goofy he is. He's so funny. I love Wapple. He's, honestly, in hindsight, he's probably one of my favorite villains in One Piece. I love how goofy he is. He's just so funny. Besides, Morg-chan took us in. Don't be rude. Big talk for a girl who was bawling her eyes out yesterday. Don't look down on me or tell me how to do my job. Yeah, fuck yeah, Big News Morgans. Don't let that bitch tell you what to do. No, I'm joking. Don't let Vivi tell you how much... Yeah, Vivi, you're a fucking princess. You haven't had to work for anything in your fucking life. Okay, that's not quite true either. She's a good girl. She has done a lot for her people. Even joined a evil organization to try to kidnap or, find out who the leader was so she could free her country. My words can shake the world. Besides, news isn't about fact or fiction. It's about entertainment. Fuck yeah. He's keeping it real, man. He's keeping it a buck. You know it. You know it's Big News Morgans. That's what it's all about. Oh, dude. What a based News Morgans. God damn. Gotta love the boy. Wow, what a chapter. This chapter was great. I love that throughout Egghead, we keep getting, like, at the end of almost every chapter, we cut away to, like, something, like, a character somewhere else doing something really interesting. And maybe it's just that this arc is kind of an in-between arc type of arc, similar to, like, Saboti or Reverie or whatever. But maybe, or Zoe even, perhaps, but maybe it's just that, like, this arc is leading to something so catastrophic and so huge and something that's going to shift the world that, like, that it's just like, you know, like he keeps like building other stuff up in the background because it's going to be important. He's moving the pieces into place. It's like, you know, it's so interesting. Like there are so many things that could happen. Like when this arc is over, there are so many in between arc things that could happen. We could get, you know, fucking Eustace Kid on Elbaf, for instance. We could get, probably not. We're probably just going to go there and see them when we get there. We could get, you know, Blackbeard returning, you know, having a conflict with fucking Garp. We could have fucking, you know, stuff with Weevil and Bakken and Marco. Like, the world is our oyster right now for, like, just where the story could go, because it's absolutely setting all these dominoes up, you know, setting up like a house of cards, and it's going to knock them down in a very, like, I like, this is as confident as I've been in Oda's writing since the time skip, because, like, everything he's doing is so interesting, and it's like we're getting so many answers, but we're also, like, you know, with every answer we get, we have another question. You know, this is very, very cool, very interesting, and I'm super excited for next week, man. I'm super excited for next week, dude. This is a fun one. This is a real fun one. So yeah, guys, that's chapter 1074. Thank you for hanging out with me while we did this, and I hope you enjoy if you're watching it as a VOD. We'll definitely be back next week with more. But yeah, exciting stuff, man. There is a lot to look forward to in One Piece right now. This arc, like, Wano was cool. This arc I'm enjoying much more because it's unpredictable, and I love that. It's unpredictable, and, like, so many, you know, characters we know and love are doing important things, and you love to see it, and are clashing and revealing personality in various different ways. It's just, I haven't, like, everything has been so unpredictable. It's great. This is peak One Piece right now. This is go to piece. This is go to piece. But yeah, guys, we'll be back next week with 1075, unless Oda takes a break randomly. I don't think there's a break next week. Let me just double check. Better not be, Oda, unless you want my foot in your ass. So, yeah, that's the chapter, guys. So thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.